What's up guys, Kamil here from Addictive Frames. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this motion graphic animation which you can use for intro in your next project. So let's get it done. Okay guys, here we are in DaVinci Resolve. I show the composition, the node tree I've created for this animation. This is how it looks like. Let's make more space. And you can find this in the description below. All the composition will be available for you. You can download it and upload it to your Fusion. I know it looks intimidating, but I will guide you through step by step. You will understand all of this nodes connection and you will be able to create it on your own. So let's go to edit page and let's grab Fusion composition and let's start to make it from scratch. Let's make it bigger. There we go. And let's grab background with alpha. It's not going to be alpha 0 this time actually. Let's go to inspector and make it black. Yeah, that will be on black. And we're going to grab another background. That will be another node tree. This time will be with alpha 0. And I need this background. It can be background with alpha 0. Let's connect it here. Let's connect this here. And from this point, we need a polygon. And this is polygon 1. So now I'm going to type S and gone. I want to uncheck solid, make border with a little bit bigger. And let's grab it to the viewer. Let's connect height with width. So I need it smaller and I want to select polygon, and now we're going to make a few points. Actually, I need to make it a border with little bit bigger of that, and again go back to polygon and select all the points in every corner of this pentagon. No, this is hexagon. Yeah, it's got 6 corners, 6 sides. Okay, and we don't need this shape anymore. We got this polygon and I need to connect to this background. Let's go with media out to inside, and I'm going to select all points. Actually, it's not necessarily needs to be selected. So let's just make it smaller. And I want to move it here. And this background won't be alpha 0. It won't be this color as I showed you at the beginning, because that's gonna be our shape. So uncheck solid, uncheck view controls and make border with bigger. And we're gonna have 6 of these shapes in this animation. But for now, I want to add number 1 inside here, inside this shape. So let's go to text. Let's type 1 and I'm gonna name text 1. It's fine. So let's grab this. Actually, it can stay here for now. So let's go to polygon. And I want this number to be inside, but before we do it, I'm going to polygon and go to the center, right mouse button and modify with perturb. We go into modifiers and I want to change the speed, because when I play it, it goes not how I want it. Okay, so I want to change speed. Okay, I want to change X scale, Y scale. Now for me it looks way better, moves around slowly and nicely. Okay, and now we want this text. I'm gonna pause, and now I'm going to this text and I'm going to layout and to center, and I'm going to connect to perturb 1 value, and text is inside and the text is going along with perturb shake. And actually I want this polygon a little bit smaller. Let's leave it like that. And actually what I've noticed, we don't need this background and merge. It's enough what we've got here. That would be too much. Okay, let's copy this polygon text background merge. Let's copy, paste it here. I could copy 5 of them straight away, but I want to show you something. So let's connect that. Now this polygon, if you move the polygon, it goes somewhere, I don't know, somewhere. Yeah. So rename this second polygon. I want to name it polygon 2, and I want to rename text to text 2, and I want to change the text to 2. And now we've got things on top of each other. Okay, number 1 is behind the 2. But if we go to polygon 2, when we go to modifiers and we got perturb, and I want to rename this perturb as well. So that's going to be perturb to, I don't know how to pronounce that, Perturb. How would you pronounce that? If we want to move this shape with number, we just need to manipulate value of the Perturb. And so now they go together along. And just to change the way how they're shaking, we need to click this recede. And you see they go in different way. You can recede multiple times. And if you do something like intro, so let's say you've made already 5 shapes with the numbers and you would like to suddenly change the color of the background. Let's say if you change it here, that's only one will be changed. But if your purpose is to keep everything consistent and in the same colors in every shape, you can connect this background. So let's name it background 1. That's gonna be background 2. And if you want to connect, I can't rename it because this background is background 1. So let's rename this to background transparent. And now we can change the name of this background to background 1. Okay, we got background 1, background 2. I'll delete it because I want to copy this background and paste it here and connect again polygon to this background. And now we need to connect this background to this merge. And if you change color, any color here, so it affects the second one too. That's the way to do that in the backgrounds. That makes sense for me. When I copied this polygon, this node tree, as you noticed, text number 2 is connected already to Perturb from the polygon 2. We didn't have to connect as we did in the first shape. So now we can do the rest. So let's copy these shapes 3 times more. So let's select it here, copy, paste it here. Okay, let's connect everything. So as you can see, the instances of background are not connected. So we would have to delete 3 of them and copy from this background 2 instances individually. I don't want to do it. If you would like to do it in your project, you can do it this way. I leave it for now as it is. And I just want to adjust everything. So I'm going to rename everything. Hi guys, it's Kamil from the future. In this footage, I would like to explain everything correctly because I deleted all footage from the previous recording because I didn't explain that correctly, but after that I've noticed that it needs to be explained properly. So I'm gonna do it now. So what I cut off in that recording, this first recording, in that recording I explained that some of the properties from the text 2 I connected to text number 1. As you can see, that was size. So what I've done was, so let's pin text number 2 to inspector panel and let's pin text number 1 to inspector panel. So what I've done was I click right mouse button here and choose expression. Now we've got remove expression obviously because there is expression. So I just connected size to size of text number 1. Okay, and now as you can see, if you manipulate size in text number 1, actually all of them are connected because that's how it works. I copied this 4 nodes. So I did Ctrl+C and I copied them here. Okay. So all texts like number 3, number 4 and number 5, they've got expression in size. As you can see, text number 3 got expression and it's connected to text number 1 size. And same as here. Text number 4 has got expression in size and it is connected to text number 1, same as it is in text number 5. And my suggestion is when you do animation like this, make sure that you do it in this little node tree when you want to connect some properties, let's say. So if you want to connect, I don't know, fonts or whatever you want to connect, and then when you then copy rest of the node trees, all of them will be connected to text number 1, okay? And then you can, if you like think at some point, okay, I should change the fonts, change the size, so then you can do it along the way when you make the project. I hope that makes sense. And now I'm going to change the position of every shape. So I'm going to polygon number 3, I'm going to modifier. Before that, I actually want to change name. On the way I change a position, I want to change the name of Perturb. I'll show you later why it is so important. So Perturb number 3, okay, and I'm going to move, let's say here, and polygon number 4, we in modifiers, change name, and it's gonna be perturb number 4, and we're gonna move this actually and go to polygon number 5, change the name, so perturb number 5, and we're gonna change position. So now when you play it, as you can see, these number 2, 3, 4, and 5, they go the same way. So as you notice, you just need to change perturb number 3, so just reset it, reset, polygon 4, reset, and perturb 5, reset. They move too much for me, but you need to do at the beginning. So if you wanna determine how shaky they must be and what's the distance they make, so do it at the beginning when you do first shake. So make sure you don't want to change it later on, because if you change one of them, it's going to be different. Yeah, so we need to change it individually. Let's leave it as it is. I just want to show you how it works. Remember, if you want to change position of every shape and number, you need to go individually to polygon and perturb. Don't do it in polygon, because it will go somewhere, I don't know where. It's really hard to get it back. I just need to do Ctrl Z, and here we got it. Okay, now we're going to make this line between these shapes, and the line will be connected to all shapes. We're going to grab background, and I want to change the color to this yellow. You can copy the hex code and connect this background here, and I'm going to stop it for now, playback. I select this background, I'm going to name it yellow line, and selecting this background, I'm going to click on polygon, and I want to make connections, okay, like that, and close them back in number 1. Let's uncheck solid, let's make background, let's make border with bigger, and we've got the line. Okay, when polygon is selected, go to viewer and select all points. And why it is not working? Oh, because show view controls are unchecked. Okay, so let's check view controls, select all the points, and I'm gonna rename it, this polygon actually, to polygon yellow line. And with all the points selected, go to the top where you can see this panel, and go here, publish points. And now as you can see, you've got 5 points here, starting with 0 to 4. So you need to remember, I can't rename it, okay? There is no option to rename it. So I have to remember point 0 is point stick to the, not stick yet, but I pointed here to number 1. So as you can see, when I move it, it's point number 1. Point number 1, it's pointed to shape number 2. So we've got 5 points published, and to connect everything, if you want to connect shape number 1 to this point, which is point 0, so we need to click on point number 0, connect to perturb 1 value. And now when you play, as you can see, this point is following along this shape, and you need to do that individually with every point. Okay, they all connected, but as you can see, they on top of the shapes. So we need to go to the merge of the polygon yellow, on yellow line, go to the merge, go to operator and change it to under. And they disappeared. Okay, I know why, because yellow polygon line is under every merge, everything what is on the left. So to fix that, we need to grab background with alpha 0 here and change it to black. Change this background to alpha 0, and you see all is revealed. And now we're going to disconnect this merge from media out, connect it here, and connect this merge to media out, and everything is how we want. And now what I want to do, I just want to hide these yellow lines below this shape. I'm going to show you now how to make it. So actually we need to mask these lines with the same shape, okay? So to make it, we need to actually polygon with the same shape. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use magic of instances. Let's copy polygon number 1, paste it in empty space here, Ctrl Shift V, and we need to go to this instance and check, the instance solid, the instance invert. You need to check solid and check invert, and there you go. Polygon number 1, when you move it, the line is behind this shape. And as you can see, the movement is the same because this is instance of this polygon, which include already Perturb. So I selected this polygon. This is instance of polygon number 1. So as you can see, it's got modifier Perturb, and it behaves the same as it polygon number 1 does. Okay, we need to do everything the same with the rest of the numbers. So I'm going to copy polygon number 2 here and click on empty space here and Ctrl+Shift+V. I'm going to connect this instance to polygon number 1, the instance solid, the instance invert, check solid, check invert, and it doesn't work because we need to change paint mode here to minimum. Okay, and we're going to do this with the rest of the polygons. Copy polygon number 3, copy empty space here, Ctrl+Shift+V, and connect it here again. And number 3, we need to uncheck solid, the instance solid, the instance invert, check solid, check invert, and it doesn't work because we need to play here with paint mode. Let's change it to minimum, and we got it. Okay, number 4. And everything works perfectly. And it can be lagging. It takes a lot of energy from your computer, especially graphic card. So if your graphic card is not strong enough, what you can do, you can click right mouse button here on this middle panel, go to uncheck high quality, uncheck motion blur, and it should go faster. My tip here, let's go to edit page. I'm going to change the size of the Fusion composition to show you this example. And you just need to render in place, desktop. Okay, and now it doesn't have to render every time, it just goes smooth, even if you do it faster. Perfect, guys. Okay, if you wanna go back and do some modifications in this composition, you just need to go to decompose to original, and there you go. You go it again, and it's lagging again. Okay, guys, I think that's it. If you have any questions about this animation, about this connection, I think it was complicated. It was complicated for me, but if you've got any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and please let me know what would you like me to make in the next project, in the next video. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.